Hello everyone and welcome to the Moaning Show episode 11 with me, HCD Rules 0001. Now apologies in advance, but I've seemed to have caught my Christmas anticipation cold, so apologies if you can't understand me very well, but I'm going to get straight on with it, and this week's topic is religion. Now I understand that I may well be getting into dangerous territory by talking about this subject, but I feel it needs to be addressed. Now, if you come from certain parts of the world, you're more or less guaranteed to follow a certain religion. For instance, if you come from most places in Asia, you have your own religion. If you come from maybe Pakistan or places like that, you're a Muslim. If you come from India, you're a Hindu, and so on. The main religion in Britain, I would suggest, would be Christianity, and even in Christianity there are separate sorts of religions, so like different branches, sort of like a different sort of football team, so to speak. But what I'm trying to say is that I respect people's rights to believe in whatever they want to believe in. If you believe that there's a snowman looking out for you, you believe there's a snowman looking out for you. And, you know, it's basically the same thing. If you want to believe that there's an almighty power looking out for you and looking over your every move, then you're quite welcome to believe that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with you believing in what you wish. It's up to you. There are some people that are not religious. The mere fact I celebrate Easter and Christmas basically would classify me in the Christian category, even though I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't worship the Lord every spare second of my day. I choose not to. I don't consider myself to be a very religious person. There are all sorts of people all over the world that are fearful of God, and you know how the one can help you and all of that, and I just cannot see what justification these people have in terms of there being a God that lets bad things happen to his subjects, to his people, to the so-called people he loves. I cannot see any justification for war. I cannot see any justification for famine, disease, sickness, and especially those people that are disabled, both physically and mentally. You know, there is no... What type of God gives you that, you know? It's, in my opinion, you cannot justify a higher being if he lets bad things like this happen, which sort of says to me that there is no God in any religion, because why would a God allow bad things to happen to people, especially if they worship him in the way that we're supposedly meant to? But enough about that for the moment. The thing that really gets my goat with religion, now I know that I'm not going to be looked upon with good graces by some people out there, and you know, this is just my opinion. You know, you can write yours in the comment box, or you can make a response video and say this is what I think about religion. You know, this is my opinion, this is my video. If you want to make yours, go ahead, I'll watch it, you know, if there's a reply to the video. But I, for one, do not like people who try to convert me to their religion. If someone does not want to be converted from one religion to another, or from being a non-believer or a non-religious person to being a religious person, then, you know, it's not right, in my opinion. You get these people at the door, ding dong, and they show you a pamphlet that says, what has God done for you lately? It's like, yeah, okay, for one. Two, you've interrupted me from whatever I was doing. Three, how dare you come and try and say what you believe in is better than what I believe in, or words to that effect. You know, like, how dare you come and say, oh, this is really good, you should do what I'm doing. Piss off. If you believe in those sorts of religions, fair play to you. Like I said at the start of the video, you have a right to believe in whatever you wish. But we have a right to believe in what we wish. We also have a right to say, no thank you. Because what we really think when we open the door to these types of people, I'm not saying it's one religion, I'm not saying it's another. What we're really thinking is, get out of here. What have you got to gain from me becoming a part of your religion? You know, I don't think it obviously isn't for personal gain, but I just find it a bit hypocritical when someone says, oh yeah, this religion's the best, come and join us, we do blah 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 blah. And, you know, for not wanting to sound nasty or whatever, just get out of my face. Go talk to someone else who A, will listen, B, who's religious. I mean, obviously these people don't know when they knock on the door, but it's like ding dong or knock knock knock. Hi, have you ever thought what a beautiful place this world is? And it's like, yeah, for one thing, I don't want to be converted. Like I say, I'm not religious, but I do believe there is a better place waiting for us. Why would we have people that are physically and mentally disabled in this world? Why would we have all of the killing, the wars, the famine, and all of that nonsense? But religion as a whole is responsible for many of the conflicts in this world. For instance, you look at the wars that have happened over the years. It's a set of people that believe one thing against a set of people that believe another, and you cannot be happy with anything that allows people to move in armed conflict with each other. You cannot, I keep saying this word, but you cannot justify killing in any context. You just cannot. It's not right. But I said, it's the main cause of war, and it's well documented that is the fact. The mere point of religion is to make peace with your fellow man, stuff like that, and treat others how you expect to be treated. Now, you do what you want in a religion to certain degrees, and I'll come back to that a little bit later on, but you always have to be truthful to yourself. And, you know, if you follow religion to the letter, then you will be sort of fanatical about it. You know, you will think it's the best thing since sliced bread. But you've also got to look at the people that could be affected by your decisions. And basically that's what religious war is caused by. The Crusades, it was basically Christians versus Muslims. That's been done already, you know. And if the current state, going back to last time's video, the current state of political correctness gets even more dangerous, in other words with the clerics and everything, which again I'll come back to later, if it gets too dangerous, we will see another conflict, perhaps even a third war, just basically over religion. like I say, it's a very dangerous subject. But it's not all the normal religions like Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, it's all over the place. And even, like I say, Christians, you've got Catholics and Protestants and atheists and things like that. With Muslims, you've got Shiites, you've got, all sorts of Muslims, and it's every branch of this all adds up to the same thing. All adds up to a complete circle of, yes, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, you're a Hindu, whatever. And it's all that. But there are some religions that have crept up in the last 15, 20 years or 50 years or so. I'm talking about Mormons and stuff like that. Before a couple of years ago or 10 years ago, Mormons could do certain things. I mean, they could have up to 6 wives. Does that make Henry VIII a Mormon? I don't know. But, I mean, it was obviously created by a man or someone that wanted one wife for cooking, one wife for cleaning, one wife for, other purposes and all sorts of stuff like that. But those rules have changed, as most rules have changed just recently. Scientology, now sort of created by the author L. Ron Hubbard. These are people, including movie star Tom Cruise, that believe aliens were created all the world, and there's significant evidence to support that aliens exist and things like that. And fair play. Like I say at the start of the video, believe in what you want, don't try and push it on me. I appreciate you have your own views, your own opinions, your own religions, but don't put it on me. And the newest so-called religion was thanks to the census forms in the last 10 years. Now, I like Star Wars, and a lot of people do like Star Wars, but when you say that you're a Jedi, the goodies, or a Sith, the baddies, if you want to take that to a religion, that's fair play, that's what you believe in. But you've got to be, if you're going to follow a religion, and if you're going to do it properly, you've got to take it seriously. And I can't see being a Jedi or being a Sith or whatever that serious. These people write down Jedi on their census form. I think I was filled in as a Jedi this year's census form. I'd rather support the Jedi religion than Hinduism, Christianity and things like that. At least they have values and there won't be any wars for, say, 200-300 years if it actually becomes a proper religion. And by that time we'll all be dead and buried. But we put Jedi or Sith on the census forms not to take the rise out of other religions, but it's because we want to have a bit of a giggle, we want to have a bit of a laugh. And I know that's not what religion's about, but you have to say that there's enough misery in this world that, to have a little bit of a laugh is okay. Right Jedi, right Sith is your religion, right Doctor Who freak for all I care. Like I say, don't put what you believe in back on my shoulders. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. So it's that. But it's not all bad with religion. For instance, I'm recording this video in mid-December, which basically means the country, the majority of the world, is getting ready to celebrate Christmas. And as I said at the very beginning of the video, I've got my Christmas anticipation cold. Now, ever since I can remember, even though strangely I didn't get it last year, but ever since I can remember, there has been a time when my natural, defences have been kicked down by the anticipation of Christmas. Now, I'm 27 and I still look forward to Christmas. Maybe not Christmas Day, but I certainly look forward to Christmas Eve. I never used to like Christmas Eve that much because it was so-called the longest day of the year. But I do look on Christmas Eve now for what it basically is. It's the anticipation of what will happen the next day. It's not like, yay, Christmas, yay! But it's more I look forward to seeing my parents unwrap their gifts. I look forward to seeing the look on their faces by the surprise. I'm turning into a better giver than I am a better receiver, because I love to see the faces. You may well be the same, but it's not just Christmas. There's Easter as well. Like I say, I celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Easter. I'm not religious, I just think they're good periods of time. If you're a Muslim, you celebrate Eid. It's a magnificent occasion as far as I know. I'm not a Muslim. I can't really say I'm tremendous friends with any Muslims because of where I live. I live in the southwest of England. There aren't too many here. There's another religious festival called Ramadan. From memory, it's you fast for the daylight hours and you eat at darkness when it goes dark. That's absolutely fine, especially at this time of the year when there's not many hours of light. But during the summer, if you're celebrating Ramadan in the summer, you're in a bit of trouble. I think you can drink water, but I think that's about it. They have their own religious views. I think that Muslims can't eat some sort of meat. You're not allowed to eat pork, something like that. But that's part of your religion. Fair enough. Hindus, India, have just celebrated Diwali, the Festival of Light. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And all sorts of other occasions. I mean, for instance, if the religions from Star Wars were officially adopted and recognised by the world and the UN and everything, the first thing to be done with a religion is to create some days, not just Christmas Day, Boxing Day, whatever, or Easter Day. You've got to create some days, you've got to create some rules, regulations. For instance, Saint Yoda's Day as a Jedi, where everyone must dress up in green makeup, and you must fiddle with a toy lightsaber for, I don't know, say half an hour every 2 hours or something like that. You must just fiddle about. Darth Vader's Day is the opposite side. You must dress entirely in black. You must take a fork and stab your hand 5 times. I'm just saying. That's the sort of thing that you would have to do if you took that sort of religion seriously. But I now have to get back to the bad things about religion. Yes, there's good things, Christmas, Easter, Eid, Diwali, whatever, St. Yoda's Day, Darth Vader's Day. But the bad things about religion, it is the main cause of war. The city of Jerusalem, for one, is the spiritual epicenter of 4 different religions as far as I know. Definitely 3, possibly 4. And there's fighting going on over which religion, is the correct one. And you have to be cynical over which one is the correct religion. As I keep saying, believe in what you want, don't push it onto me. Personally, I would have the city divided up into its necessary sections. That's the Muslim side, that's the Christian side, that's the Hindu side, that's the Buddhist side, whatever the religions are out there. You have to give as well as take. If you're in the Muslim section and you preach Christianity, then fair enough. They should be allowed to do what they want to you. Israel versus Palestine. Now, there's news all over the place. 50 Israelis have been killed by a missile from Palestine and vice versa. Now, this land has been disputed 100 years, 200 years, whatever. I hate to be bit of a repeating, moaning whinge bag, but this is the Moaning Show. I personally am fed up with news about Israel versus Palestine. You have that bit, you have that bit. This bit right in the middle will be enforced by, say, armies from the rest of the world. If you're not satisfied, tough. If you're not satisfied, tough. I am sick and tired of the so-called war between these two, and it seems ongoing, and to be brutally honest with you, I cannot see it ending ever. And now we get on to a very strange bit of Christianity, especially. These are people that have predicted the world will end at a certain time and a certain date. Now, again, you're free to believe in whatever you wish, but this is sort of way of trying to push religion onto other people. Now, these people, according to passages of the Bible, things like that, and you know, this is the world will end on the 15th of August 2012, and it was something like that. And there was articles about the paper, and you were going, oh no, and you know, it scared some people, and others just laughed at the people doing it. And you just wonder how these people feel when the time comes and nothing happens. In a way, I bet they wish something would happen, because A, they wouldn't get taken seriously. It's a bit like Cry Wolf in that respect. What if they actually had a visit from a celestial being that said the world will end, blah 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 blah, and these people went out again, said the world is definitely going to end, and it's like, I am 100% certain. For a start, you get looked on as a freak. Secondly, if you've said it 4 or 5 times before, the world is going to end, obviously it hasn't, and you carry on going the same way, and then the real time it actually does look like it's going to happen. But it's quite obvious that these people, they're not in it to make money, they're not in it to make friends. This is their belief. Fine. I keep saying, do what you feel. Leave us out of it. Now on to the very worst of religion. There are those out there, and they probably won't watch this video, I perfectly understand that. I'll be happier if they didn't watch this video. But there are those people that take their religion so seriously, and it's not just one religion, it's probably others as well. They take their religion so seriously that they've moved on to another part of that religion, and because of the religious beliefs that they have, the extremism, they kill others to justify their religion. Talking about suicide bombers and terrorist attacks based on religion. Now, I can only use the examples that I've known in the past, say, 10, 12 years or so, but these people blow themselves up, they commit suicide, they take other people's lives with them. You know, we're talking about 9/11 and everything like that as well. The terrorist attacks on America, things like that. And in this country as well, in London, with the bombings and things. How can you, as a person or a religion, I mean, obviously you do get brainwashed sometimes, you know, these people have been. How can any religion I'm going to say this word again, I am sorry, justify any person or any religious text or anything like that, someone straps bombs or explosives to their person, goes into the middle of a town centre or middle of a village, clicks a button, not only blows himself up, but say 30 to 100, you know, hundreds of people, anything small amounts to large amounts of people around them die as well. That cannot be justified. And these people blow themselves up, apparently, you know, this is common knowledge, I think. But these people do it because they think when they reach the afterlife they'll be treated to riches beyond compare and personal status and, you know, 25 virgins per year or something like that. And you're thinking, are you stupid or something? It may be your religion, but in another way it's coming back to the I'm perpetrating it on you. And any religion that allows that, I mean, obviously it's not allowed in any religion. That's what I'm trying to get at here. These people have been so, I'm getting the word is motivated, they've been so brainwashed into thinking it's the right thing to do that they actually go ahead and do it. And that's not religion, that's fundamentalism. Like I say, religion is a dangerous topic. It's something that I've had to, you know, plan out. I've got a little pad in front of me, what I want to talk about. Religion is the main cause of war. It also causes pain, hurtfulness between people of the same religion. But we also have religious festivals, Christmas, Eid, things like that. We all have to be happy about what we currently have, you know, for it may end tomorrow. You know, life may come to an end. And that's basically what religion is there for. Like I say, I'm not a tremendously religious person, but I do believe that there is a better place waiting for us. I'm the son of a double amputee. With a heart condition and bad kidneys. She goes to dialysis 3 times a week. There has to be a better life waiting for her. There just has to be. So, you know, that's my views on the subject. Like I say, your views may be different. Put a comment in the comment box. Reply to how you think that religion is hurting the world, or even how it's, you know, helping the world. And for episode 11, this is HED Rules 0001 signing off.